Hi everyone, today our group would like to discuss about investment in airline transportation industry. The three airline companies that we would like to investigate is the Southwest, Alaska, and Delta Airline. First, we analyze the three financial statements of the Southwest Airline. We find that the present value of growth opportunity is 11.79, which is higher than that of the other companies in the same industry. It somehow means that the potential investment opportunity is quite high. Also, from the chart, we find that the Southwest has also operated profitably for 44 consecutive years, a pretty impressive feat that most other airlines can claim. Moreover, the relative industry, the oil industry, remains stable this year, which means that the cost of the airline industry will also be stable. All of these support that investing in Southwest Airline is a good choice. However, one thing we need to consider is the PE ratio. The PE ratio of Southwest is around 16, which is higher than that of the other companies. We need to further consider if the high PE ratio is the result of the bubble or the high expectation from the investors.
Hello everybody. Next we come to Alaska Airline Company. The company together with their regional partner Airlines, they fly to 118 destinations with nearly 1,200 daily departures through their extensive network across the United States. And when we turn to the income statement of the company, we can see that the revenue as well as net income are both growing with a stable rate. And as for some analytical articles from website, it always recommends us to buy the broker of the company. So next we'll go over the details of the company very quickly. As for the dividend discount model, we think that the company's growth very stable, and it is worth mentioning that the dividend discount rate is pretty high. And we also got some fundamental value and analyze the sensitivity. In part 3, I did some relative valuation about Alaska. In part 4, free cash flow model, we arrived to the conclusion that both cash flow to the firm and to equity are both growing very fast pace. And when we calculated the fundamental value of the firm, we got very impressive data. So in one word, Alaska Company is worth investing.
Then, let's move to the third airline company we have here, Delta Airlines. From the results of the assignments, the value of PV goal is pretty low for Delta, which is about 0.14. This tells us that the opportunity for rapid growth is not very likely. This is also indicated by the low PE ratio of Delta. The PE ratio remains at about 9.1 for them, while the average level of the whole industry is about 13.2. So we do need to worry about the overpricing problem for this airline company. However, the growth rate of Delta is very low indeed. Last year, they have a negative growth rate, minus 0.25%, comparing to the industrial average, 1.4%. Overall, Delta is a safe investment for those who seek for steady and reasonable return. Finally, let's take a look at the comparison of all three airlines, the Southwest Airline Company, Alaska Air Group, and Delta Airlines. The market value of Delta and Southwest are very similar, as they are among the largest airline companies in US. As a relatively smaller airline, Alaska do have a reasonable forecast growth rate with a medium PE ratio. But Southwest is just better in terms of growth rate on company scale. Although they have a higher PE ratio, but the expected growth justifies it in some way. Also, Delta has the advantage of a very high dividend given. So we strongly recommend Southwest and recommend Delta as the investment you want to have in the portfolio.